Yes. Brothers and sisters, beware of the serial Antichrist. I mean, when I say serial, I mean the one that know Luke, Mark, Matthew, all the scriptures. Like, let's just say the scholar. You understand? He won't even present himself or herself as a man or woman of God, until they hear somebody do it, because Satan is sending them and they're looking for a body, of course. So they're that serial Antichrist, because just like a predator, what they're doing is waiting on the innocent, and of course no one is innocent. But when you become a saint, you become innocent in God's eyes, because God has made you that innocent. Christ has whitened up your filthy rag. So that's the serial Antichrist, because they wait before they strike. So they hear you preaching, they hear you talking the word, they hear you speaking, they hear you speaking the curse to the spirit, because you can't speak the curse to yourself. You can't be just generic and start preaching anything, which is what them serial Antichrists are. They're really generic, but they're generic with a stronghold, of course. I don't know, psychopaths. But anyway, point blank, psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever. But anyway, beware of them, because when I say serial sociopath or whatever, or serial Antichrist, that's like they even read the books. They, the good book, the Torah. They didn't read the Bible, and they read it back and forth, and they go online and may find other scriptures that's been taken from the Bible, so they know. So it's just like a kid that knows history. Does that really make him smart? No, he might know history. But is he impacted by his history? Satan, right? That's the point. So people can know the Torah, they can know the Bible, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know Christ. That's just like a Pharisee. They search the scriptures, and then some of them, recite the scriptures, but they never met the living scripture. And see, that's what I was talking about. If you don't know Christ beyond the Torah, beyond the Bible, beyond the good book, how have you ever met the living God? So beware of those that become scholars, professing that they're wise, but they become fools, because God will always make sure we figure them out. But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, they become Bible experts, Torah experts. But the point is, they humble themselves about the stories of God and what they read of Yahweh and what they hear of the Christ. They humble themselves to the stories of that. They humble themselves to the men and women, to the Elijahs and the Davids, King Davids. But they never humbled themselves unto Yahweh. They never humbled themselves unto HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. They never did that. They never received the Ruach. They never received the Holy Spirit. But the book made them think that, right? Because they profess themselves to be wise. But many of them will recite these same sayings. Oh, many profess themselves to be wise or fools. You serve, like the saying of Joshua, serve your many gods. They say things like that. So that's what I mean. Beware of the serial Antichrist, because the serial Antichrist know it limb from limb. They know the book limb from limb. They know scripture, they can recite it, but they don't live it. So like I said, so they humble themselves to what happened, to the stories and miracles of God, but they never humbled themselves into the living God. So that's why it's that shallowness in them. That's why they gotta read. That's why they gotta jump in the conversation. That's why they gotta, that's why they go to and fro. If you really watch them, because you can see it and feel it in their spirit. Yahweh gives you that discernment. So y'all, beware of that serial Antichrist. Because you know what it is? Let me tell you straight up. Number one command is to love God with your heart, mind, and soul. Right? It's number one command. We know that. So when someone is going that far to receive and gain his own glory, that's nothing but hatred for God, and they actually really love him. Well, y'all, love God with your heart, mind, and soul, and just be aware of them serial Antichrist, because you might have one or two in your life at a time, and that would be, that's the ultimate battle. That is the ultimate battle. Because when you find out, you met the serial Antichrist, right? The only reason why serial Antichrist came to you is because you are of Christ. You are anointed. That's just what it is. They were never coming to you if you didn't have that to offer. And meaning offer, meaning the good word, the gospel, to Christ. If you didn't have that, they wouldn't come to you, because they want to distract, promote themselves, put themselves in front of you. And that's real, ladies and gentlemen. I know because I've experienced, like I always say, I've been experiences, but Yah has always pulled me through. The blood of Christ, the blood of Yeshua. I'm just too thankful. So remember, all you gotta do is depend on Christ all day long, and fervently pray, of course, fervently pray, fervently do everything that you're supposed to do, and what comes to mind, what comes to heart, what comes to spirit, what comes to soul. Because remember, you have the Holy Spirit, it guides you. So continue to allow yourself to be guided. Alright? Peace.